Good evening and welcome to another episode of Haunted Homemaking. Now, it has recently occurred to me that not many of you know how to perform a lobotomy, but that's okay because we are doing the next best thing, which is 3 easy Halloween crafts you can do at home. I love shopping at those big box stores. I love browsing and bringing home something that I really love. That's fun to do, but you know what's not fun is breaking the bank to do so. And at the end of the day, Halloween shouldn't be painful, unless you want it to be. Regardless, I hope you find some inspiration, and with that being said, let's get started. So for the first craft of the night is this very cute, very spooky ghost pillow, and it seems every Halloween season there's the ghost pillow to have, but this year I decided to make my own to better fit my home decor needs. And if you know how to sew, they're very simple to make, and you may find yourself with a new ghostly resident after this one. The really neat thing about sheet ghosts are that they come in a variety of shapes and sizes, and they're all just as fabulous as the next one. Here, I'm sketching a rough ghost shape in the size I want it to be, then cutting it out. These steps don't have to be perfect. I just want a pattern I can use to cut fabric from. Now I'm going to pin the pattern I created to some fabric. I chose a white fleece, then cut it out, making sure I have 2 sides of fabric by the end of this. I'm cutting out 2 large soulless eyes from black felt. You can add whatever you want at this point. A mouth, some eyelashes, maybe an eye patch. That would be fun. The most important part is using this double-sided iron fabric adhesive. The goal is to get all these small details on without having to sew, similar to an iron-on patch. I attach the fabric adhesive to my felt pieces using an iron, and then to my ghost, also with my iron. Of course, you can just end up sewing these pieces or even using embroidery, whatever you're comfortable with. As always, right sides together, pin your fabrics, then sew along the edge. I find with this fluffy fleece fabric I chose, it's a little more forgiving when it comes to hiding crooked stitching, especially with the curves this ghost has. making sure to leave a gap where I can stuff my ghost. I just hand sew the rest to close him up. For the final step, I just fluff him up, making sure all the stuffing is evenly distributed, and we're finally done with the pillow. So here's the finished pillow. It is very cute, and I also made another one that is a different shape. It's kind of like a phantom shape.
Hey, I was thinking, so you should, what are those?
These are my new pillows. They are sheet ghosts. Do you like them?
No, I don't.
The next craft for tonight is this outdoor Halloween mat. And like all of our crafts tonight, this one is super customizable. And depending on what you're comfortable with, you can use a variety of materials and media to make it. But tonight I'm keeping it fairly simple with a few acrylic paints and some sponge brushes, but you can use whatever your heart desires. You can find these blank outdoor mats online or in craft stores, and they come in many different sizes. I found really embedding my sponge into the mat helped to give me a more saturated look, but overall this took a lot of paint. But that was fine with me as I was trying to use up my acrylics as they were getting thick and chunky anyway. I was debating on whether I should use a stencil and then spray paint it, but I have so much acrylic paint just lying around and opted to freehand my design. I think next time I'll try spray painting it because although this wasn't a terribly difficult project, it did take a while with just a sponge. But I loved how my jack-o'-lantern turned out. So here is my outdoor mat, and I loved how it turned out. It's very Nightmare Before Christmas. The stippling did kill my hands, but that's okay. Jackie, look at my mat. Do you like it?
Oh, huh. That looks like my Uncle Gordo. My Uncle Gordo was not very nice.
The last craft for tonight is a Halloween decor staple, and that's the Halloween garland. Now, you can find these in store, and they're all cute, and they're all spooky, but because they're so easy to make, and most of the time you can use what you have at home, I decided to make my own featuring some candy corn and some ghosts, so enjoy. I made a stencil for my candy corn so I could keep some uniformity when cutting out the shapes, but overall this project was pretty self-explanatory. Honestly, it was pretty relaxing and I found time go by easily while cutting out the shapes and putting everything together. What would have made this perfect would be a thunderstorm, but I can dream. To better preserve the flexibility of the felt, I used a generous amount of fabric glue. I then used some white fabric to create the sheet part of the sheet ghost. Nothing fancy here, just wrapping around craft foam, then securing with a ribbon. Garlands are a fun and effective way to add some detail to any holiday decor, and you can use pretty much anything to get the job done. I had twine left over from my vampire hunting kit episode, and the rest of it is just material I had lying around.
Halloween garland, Halloween garland, Halloween garland.
Hey,
Hi.
one of my shirts is missing. You seen it?
Oh, yeah. Here, I was just borrowing it. We needed it for the garland.
No, of course. Why use one of your shirts when you can use one of mine? Wow.
Exactly.
Thanks for that little pumpkin monster, man.
You're welcome. Halloween garland, Halloween garland, Halloween garland.
Thank you for joining us on yet another episode of Haunted Homemaking. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you're inspired to maybe create your own unique Halloween decor. Saying that, our next episode is a big Halloween special, so please join us for that. Thank you again. Take care of yourselves, and see you next time.